the second of 3 divisional games on tap for the Raiders Sunday at Allegiant Stadium. Adam Hill, Sam Gordon here at the team facility in Henderson. And Sam, a big stretch of games here for the Raiders. 3 chances against divisional opponents, including next week, the Kansas City Chiefs. If the Raiders could get by the Broncos this week, that game will be for first place next week.
It definitely will be, Adam. And we know that the Raiders aren't going to be looking ahead of the Broncos. You can't look past this. These are divisional games. These teams know each other well, and there is a lot on the line, frankly, with the Raiders in that wild card mix, bunched in there with the Indianapolis Colts, who just beat Tennessee on Thursday night, with the Cleveland Browns, with the Miami Dolphins, teams of that ilk. So they need to go out and take care of business on Sunday. I do not think they're going to overlook Denver, despite the looming matchup on Sunday Night Football at Kansas City.
Yeah, always is a test when you have to deal with success. And the Raiders have only been favored one time this year. They're 5-3 on the season, so they've been able to really overcome being underdogs. Can they now handle being a favorite? 1-2 at home, they get a chance to get back to 500 there, so that's a good opportunity as well. But I think you're right. Even though they're finally favored in a game, not expecting them to be looking past anybody. But we'll see who's out there on the field for the Raiders. A couple of question marks. Colton Miller, again, didn't practice today. That means he's in danger of missing his second straight game after never having missed a game his entire career. And a couple other guys who maybe their status is up in the air this week.
Yeah, we'll see if Damon Arnett comes back. He was able to practice a little bit this week. John Gruden said, they don't know exactly what their plan is for him on Sunday, but if he comes back, you expect him to bolster that secondary, whether it's in a limited capacity or whether it's with a lot of reps. We'll have to see. Trayvon Mullen, as we know, tweaked the hamstring a little bit against the Chargers, but Gruden said he looked good and should be ready to go. And we'll see what the Raiders defense does. I mean, it's a unit that hasn't been completely healthy in quite some time. It seems like you're getting closer. You might see David Irving out there on Sunday, the veteran defensive lineman who's been out of football for a couple years, 12 sacks in 37 games with the Dallas Cowboys, could bolster that pass rush a little bit, even if it's only situationally. So very intrigued about what we're going to see on that defensive end, or that defensive side of the ball, of course, and then that offensive line that Tom Cable's been patching together all year long. Even without Colton Miller, it's still been a strong unit. It was strong last week. Without Incognito, without Trent Brown, our Vinny Bonsignore has a story on that offensive line and on Coach Cable that will be running in Sunday's Vegas Nation section. I can't wait to read it, Adam.
There you go. So check that out for sure. One guy we, of course, know, Corey Littleton will not be out there. He is on the COVID list. We saw a couple guys practicing in mass today. I assume those were contacts with Corey Littleton, but no further developments in terms of COVID. So that is good news for the Raiders. We will see a matchup, not against each other on the field, but Jeudy, Henry Ruggs, 2 of the top receivers that were in the draft. The Raiders decided to go with Henry Ruggs. Jeudy was the consensus number 1 receiver. He has performed better on the field in terms of stats, but we'll see them both on the same field on Sunday. That should be a good matchup.
Yes, we will. We haven't seen them on the field together since the Alabama days when they were arguably the most dynamic 1-2 in all of college football. We know Jeudy is a route runner, a technician, a cerebral kind of receiver that gets open with his foot, with his brain as much as he does his feet. And we know Ruggs is the speedster who, even if he's not catching a lot of balls, still bends the defense with his 4.2 speed. So very exciting reunion for those two guys. Henry Ruggs touched on it a little bit today about what it means to play his former teammate. Not that it's a huge deal, but here's what he had to say.
It's always exciting to play against guys that you know, especially against guys that you played alongside with. So it'll be an exciting game, but of course we want to come out and do what we got to do to get our win.
We're all excited about the game coming up on Sunday. We'll be out there, of course, starting at 9 a.m., Vegas Nation Game Day. Make sure you check that out. And coverage all throughout the day, Las Vegas Review-Journal and Vegas Nation. Make sure you get that app. Check out all the stories, as Sam said, from Vinny Bonsignore, from Sam Gordon, from myself, Adam Hill, from the whole crew, and for Heidi Fang from here at the facility. Thank you, guys. We'll see you on Sunday morning from Allegiant Stadium.